Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Serpent in the Staglands. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today. The problem is I've been banging my head against this thing for a while. And then I banged my head a little bit some more, and then I decided that I probably missed something. Yeah, that's probably it, but you know, sometimes things don't occur to me as quickly as they would. But then I went back and checked my footage, and I saw that each lighthouse, and you might have noticed this yourself, but I didn't. Each lighthouse on top of each door has a sign, has a symbol. And the first lighthouse had this symbol. No, it wasn't this one. It was the symbol was that one. That one right there. Yeah. So where was that? Okay, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There it is. It's the seventh symbol. So yeah, the first lighthouse had that symbol, and the second lighthouse had this one. And I didn't notice because they are fairly, I mean, they look like patterns or something. They don't look like runes. But then I wasn't paying attention. But the third lighthouse, which is the one we're at right now, had this symbol. I think it was this one, but I haven't tried it. So I'll try it on camera and see what happens. Oh, somewhere in the darkness you hear a torch roar and the rusty crank of a door unlocking. So it was that. See, I knew I missed something. It was that. So let's go back upstairs. The guards shouldn't be here. They are all dead right there, so that's perfect. So I hope that the door upstairs is open and Octavian is on the other side, because it's very weird that I can't seem to save the game right here. It is very, very weird, and this fight is gonna be a bitch. It is, because last time I was here, it was very tough, and yeah, let's hope that I only aggro one guard at a time, but that's not gonna be easy considering Catalina. Nope, Catalina does that. Catalina just jumps around because she's crazy. She is totally crazy, and I'm gonna cast Fearful Light. I'm gonna cast Fearful Light, please. Yep, I'm gonna cast it right there, and I'm gonna go with the usual spells from the other guys and hope for the best. No, you're not gonna attack my other party members. What the hell do you think you're doing? What the heck? Actually, seriously, do you think you're killing my guys? Because you're not gonna kill my guys. No, not at the beginning of this episode. Not after I spent so much time trying to solve that puzzle. No siree. No, that's not gonna happen. Okay, kill that guy, please, because he's attacking Wilhelm, and I don't think... Okay, there it is. Can you please kill him? Can you please do it? Thank you. Okay, good. So now you guys are gonna attack this one. And down he goes, although not dead. So let's try and heal Wilhelm just in case something terrible happens. And indeed, something terrible is happening because that guy is moving around. Fearful Light doesn't work all the time, but it works most of the time. So that's a cool spell to have right there. Works sometimes at least. So let's focus on that guy because he's now afraid of us. And is everyone all right? Everyone seems to be all right, so that's good. Yep. We're doing well. So let's relocate our Fearful Light to shine on that guard right there. And by the way, Minotaur is gonna take the opportunity to pick up some emeralds, because that's what we came here for after all. And heal what's his name? Vasile. Yeah, I was right the first time. Vasile is his name. Okay, so did this guy drop any emeralds? He did, although I don't... There they are. There they are. Okay, good. So, guys, please stop your spells and let's keep going, because I think there might be guards up ahead. No, there are not guards up ahead. It's good. It's good. So this door is open now. Look at it. It's open. Fantastic. See? I knew it. I knew this was gonna be good for us. Let's go inside and die, I guess. I'm... Can I save? I cannot save in this area, man. Is the game telling me something right there? Is it telling me that this is the last area of the game? Because when life gives you stimpaks, prepare for a boss fight, and if it doesn't allow you to save, that's usually a sign of something. It's the first time I haven't been allowed to save in an area, so what's going on? And what's this? Is this the top of the castle or something? It is, isn't it? It is. Hi, a guard that doesn't attack me? How weird. How very, very weird. Have you guys heard that I killed your constable? Yeah, I murdered him dead. Yep, that was what happened. I can't go back either? Oh boy. Oh boy, we are reaching the something important at least. Oh, hi, Octavian. A slender Varnochov man with lustrous hair and a rich cloak stands at the top of the stairs, a hint of a smile lurking in his expression, and as he hungrily watches you ascend. His melodious voice calls out, his gentle cadence at odds with the intimidating fan of guards surrounding him. A door locks quietly in the background. It was locked before. So Gilatel is gonna step forward because nobody else will. I believe things are in order, for it's such a pleasure to be proven right, and you have granted me that joy. I assured my sister Mia that our wits must have come from our father, and you'd be canny enough to find your way to my doorstep. And here you are. Well, it appears the trail I've been following has led me to a trap. A trap? That's so vulgar. No. This is just a discussion of trade, and an introduction, I suppose. I did hope you'd recognize me. Being half immortal myself, I can certainly sense the divinity in you. You might as well be standing in a moonbeam. You're fair pulsing with it. So you're my son? In the flesh, or the all-flesh, more accurately. I never managed to coax the sordid details of your affair with my mother out of my grandmother, but I'm sure you'll remember a young Xana you seduced one solstice eve. Fair as a spring morning, I was told. My twin sister looks nothing like her, sadly. She must have inherited your figure. Oh, I didn't notice that. Yes, I remember the Xana, oh, whatever you speak of, though I do not know she bore my children. Bore your children and died doing it. My sister and I were left at the hands of my grandmother, who, blessed her departed soul, wasn't as sound of mind as two young demigods might have wished. You knew her, I believe, at one point. She is commonly referred to as the Wandering Lady, although mayhap she has a different name amongst the gods. Oh. Okay. The Wandering Lady doesn't like the Moon God. That much I know. Now, I wonder why that is, because I banged her daughter and killed her. Not killed her, but just she died giving birth to my children. Well, I guess the god of portals? I did not know she had a daughter, even. She certainly had her bad ways, although when her daughter died, she began nurturing a hatred for you that would become an obsession. Such a waste for such a powerful god. This is why I don't bother with emotions at all. A pure use of energy that could be better spent manipulating your enemies and building a following of blind devotees. Well, is she the reason my portal was blocked? Did she close it? How clever you to put those pieces together. Huh. I'm glad to know my father has at least the wits to farm a child. The wits of a farm child. Obviously, she closed your portal, for who else has that power? Or had, I should say. For she took her life to cast the spell. Although I can't say I did much to persuade her to leave, for her revenge fell in most conveniently with my own plans. Your own plans? Oh, I saw her in a dream. Was that the portal lady? The dream we had at the beginning of... She was cute. No. Was it? A grandmother? Nah. I saw her in a dream, although I did not know it was such at the time. I'm sorry to have caused so much pain. How intriguing. I assumed an immortal like yourself would not carry a conscience. Or have you developed a conscience in your time amongst the mortals? Forgive me. I've spent much time pondering the ways of immortals, for I am not ashamed to admit that I lust for such power myself. Well, I have always cared for those on Vol's the world we live in. I am not a monster like you to crave the death of one that has raised me. She craved her own death, and an end to her mental anguish. I merely helped make it as spectacular as a god of her power deserved. My desires aside, I was merely helping her fulfill her wishes. Some might call it a generous act even, for what villain would coerce her to remain trapped in the jagged prison of her mind? Well, you can twist words around, but generous, I doubt you are. Tell me, how did closing the portal help your plans? If you insist, I was enjoying our pleasantries, but I can see how you might find this urgent. Yeah, that was okay. So I can see how you might find this urgent. My plans have been in the work for so long. You must excuse me for drawing out this moment. It's been no small undertaking, and I am quite elated to see that the last piece finally fall in place. Am I the last piece? Right. Where was I? Oh yes. My dear grandmother slammed your portal shut with her dying breath, timed at the solstice when she knew we'd be masquerading about in the Staglands, as you do every year. You're not very discreet, you know. Well, it would be rude of me to miss the celebration in my honor. Indeed, your intentions are not on trial. I merely meant to indicate it was not difficult to trap you in the Staglands, as you're nigh as predictable as the waxing and waning of your moon. Oh, that went smoothly enough, though the farce that followed might have been the work of an amateur. It was so poorly executed. What farce? You were never meant to wander the Staglands like a lost puppy. I had servants positioned in Lumentark to seek out faces that did not belong, possibly disguised, and if that failed, to stop anyone leaving the temple the next day, though I did not imagine you'd be so crass as to run immediately. Well, what would you have done if you found me? I cannot fathom a scenario where you used to be a pawn in what I'd wish to be a pawn in your plans. I never intended danger for you, my dear Necholai. Do I appear to be such a villain as that? I am not the wandering lady to be nursing grudges. I merely wished an audience with you. Oh, it seems you went to extreme measures to obtain it, when you might have simply left a message with my priest. Oh, but you might have ignored it. And then what a heartbroken boy I would be. No, you'll find, when you get to know me, that I'm most thorough when carrying out my ambitions, and I do like to arrange things on my terms. Well, you failed then, because I evaded you, and your servants. I'm here now on my own terms, for I wish to destroy you. Oh yes, I do. Oh, no doubt, being trapped in a mortal body must be most unpleasant for an immortal like yourself, especially as you could have died in it. Well, I died a few times, but I reloaded the game. Never mind. You must be so sour from the stress of it all. I ask that you wait a moment to destroy me, however, for I have a deal for you, and I think you want to hear it. That's interesting how he puts it. Go on. I was not lucky enough to have inherited any of your power over the moon, although frankly it's not a very exciting domain. I cannot fathom why you chose it. Anyway, oh, it's all the ladies. You have never seen the ladies in the dark side of the moon. Anyway, fortune was kind to me, and some of my grandmother's skills with the portal seem to have dripped into my blood, and I watched her and studied her most closely as a child to learn what I could. Ha! So you can open my portal for me? What is it you wish in return? Indeed, I cannot create portals, but I have tested the strength of your broken one, and I am confident I can restore it. I only ask one thing in return, and you can be free of the Staglands and free of the danger of gallivanting about as a mortal. I'm not here to help you, but I admit I am intrigued. What is it? Nothing too taxing. I just need you to bend the path of your moon ever so slightly, just enough to raise the tides near the shore of Coram and sink the entire city and coastline under sea. Right, of course. Nothing. Just steer your moon a little bit, and then I'll worry about the rest. Never mind about the tides and destruction and death. You know, never mind about that chaos theory and all. Just doesn't really apply to the moon. Never mind about that. Oh, I cannot have heard it of. Come on, I can speak. I cannot have heard it correctly. You wish me to sink an entire city? What of those in it? How can you ask such a thing? Does it matter? It is filled with mortals, and they will die now, or they will die in a year or 5 years. It cannot make a difference to a god. It does make a difference, for it is wrong, and I cannot condone such a wanton waste of life. What could that be worth to you? Power, Necholai, and wealth. I have long wished to rule the Staglands in commerce and riches, if not in terms actual governing. Although I'm sure the consulars will be most amenable to desire to create a head consular position when I hold the reins to trade in the Staglands. For without a port city, the peninsula will have no resources and no hope. But you'll be drowning in the only port city in the peninsula. No, I'm drowning my competition. Look what we're standing on, Necholai. I've been building lighthouses down the coast for the past year so ships can land here. I've been supplying my consul with cheap lumber and the town has grown tenfold. In another year, Necholai will be the size of Coram and all trade and wealth will flow through her coffers. You cannot only be doing this to fatten your purses. There must be something else. The price is too high. Wealth is just one of many reasons, though it is not to be undervalued. Prestige, power, control, these are what I crave. I'll have every consular, every guildmaster, every constable, and arbiter eating out of my hand, dancing to my songs. But why do this, you ask? Because I can, Necholai. Because politics is a game and I am cleverer and stronger than any other player. Oh, this is getting too House of Cards for me. Yeah, I dislike your schemes, and I fear I will dislike myself for not opposing them. Oh no, wait, no, wait, what? No, it's not. That's not what I was gonna say. Never mind. That may be, and you may be more clever than I, but I do not have to agree. Though it will cost me my moon and mayhap my life. You might call me a monster, but I have been paying attention to the trail of blood that you've been leaving in your wake as you've rampaged through the Staglands, and I'm not sure what moral high ground you are invoking by calling my deeds worse than your own. Okay, the games... Oh man, I hate this. Okay, games do this time and again. Combat-focused games call the player on how much people they've killed. Fuck that! Do you know that? Do you know that, Serpent and Staglands? Fuck that. I don't care a damn thing. I'm a god, first off, so no morals, just like that, yeah, whatever. And then, have you ever heard of a thing called self-defense? Huh? Bitch? Huh? Self-defense? Ah, I guess so. I've never killed a person what's it called? That hasn't attacked me before. That's what I'm trying to say. Never once. Because I can do that, but I didn't. There's a symbol over here that I never heard that, never used that. I don't think, at least. I don't remember, so I don't remember. That's cool. Just scrapped from my record. Doesn't matter. So yeah, there was once this guy that I pissed off and he attacked me. So that was the closest thing I got to harming another human being without reason. But I had reason because he was a dumbass. He had whatever. He was a dumbass. That was reason enough. And what happened in this very city where I killed a load of guards, and that's a trail of blood. But I don't care about that. I don't care about the moral high ground, you stupid ass. Octavian, whatever your name is. I'm not... Yeah. But the problem is the game doesn't let me call him out on his bullshit. It's just call him out on his bullshit. Oh man, Gilladel, you are an idiot. Necholai, you're an idiot. Oh boy. Anyway, the games do this. Games do this time and again. It just gets so far up my shelf. It's not even. I don't know. Sorry about that little rant, everyone. But yeah, whatever. Let's just go with this one. I'm not calling for the near genocide of the Octavian race by drowning their city. No? Let's recount a few of your more interesting encounters on the peninsula. Yeah, let's! Do you recall the natives? Well, they attacked me. If not, you won't be alone, for no one will recall them soon at all, as you poisoned a lot of them with that gift you gave their ambassador. Oh, what was it? What gift? I don't remember. I did what I had to do. Just that, whatever. See, I was merely trying to help the settlers of Emerald Meadows. I was saving them. Yep, I was saving people. Just kill people, save people. Ask any soldier. If you're a soldier does not go to war to kill people. I mean, I guess technically that's what they do, and I guess technically some soldiers do that. But I think this is a quote for somebody. But don't go to war to kill people. Go to war to protect. That's what war is for if you're... I mean, I don't know. That's what war is for, after all, but it should be for. War is a terrible thing, but, you know. They raised me, did you know that? Oh, big loss then. They raised the dumbass. Oh, wait. Yeah. It's talking about the natives. And they were brutalized from the moment the Octavian washed ashore and declared the dirt below their own. Yeah, I kind of saved the Octavians, but I didn't brutalize the natives. No, that was the Octavians' own doing. They were killed without mercy for doing nothing but existing on a plot of land and a purple wanted. Barbarians they certainly were, but I ask if the colonists were not more cruel. Well, I suppose I cannot say that the colonists were completely faultless. And what of the towns you visited? Only pleasant hellos and fair bartering? Pretty much. I'm sure I left no cause for complaints. I'm surprised there was anyone left to repart on your deeds, for you had no heart for the innocents, even the ones that had nothing against you. Tell me again, how is causing the death of every man, woman and child in an entire town different than sinking Coram? What city was that? I can't remember killing everyone, besides I'm sure they were being insolent. Where was this? Was it the city we're in? I guess, I don't know. And tell me, when you visit my sister, was the reunion loving and tender, like a father meeting his daughter for the first time should be? She had done nothing to harm you after all. These plans are largely my doing. Seriously, she was consorting with slavers, and she kind of She should be the one hugging me, not me her. I don't know her from anywhere. She's the one who knew me. I'm the god after all. I'm the god of the moon. Yeah, hard to be tender when your daughter has the niceties of a troll. As you say, and what of invoking your soul binding powers? Can you tell me you never once took the will of a mortal? No. I can't tell you that. I got proof right here that if yeah, I guess if I did, I was only using my divine powers. They were not irrevocably damaged. If you name me as a monster for discarding the lives of mortals, I will name you one in return. Who gives a crap about that? Who cares what you think, Octavian? For you have taken their wills and forced them into slavery, protecting you. No, that's more of the limitations of the dialogue system in this game. Not really. Yeah, it's bad with he's bad with words, but he's good with mind powers. Who cares? Throwing their lives away as you require. How are we different? I didn't kill any of my companions. I even reloaded the game when they died. It's a matter of skill. No, they didn't all die for my cause. And did you meet any bandits or thugs on the road and leave them lying their own blood? You might have shown them mercy. You were more powerful than them. No, I wasn't. Most of the time I wasn't. I mean, later in the game I was, but at the beginning I wasn't, and I didn't know they were weaker most of the time. I mean, and besides it's self-defense, and the game doesn't really allow for non-lethal combat, so, you know, you might have merely disabled. No, I might. The game doesn't allow that. Not that I know, anyway. Or allow them to flee. They don't flee. They're idiots. They're total dumbass idiots for attacking a party of well-armed guards. Or well-armed. I don't know. They're just idiots. Anyway, it's a harsh land, and many an honest man has unwillingly turned to crime to feed his family. You didn't have to cut them all down. Well, they attacked me first. They made a choice to choose crime over starvation. That's not how I'd put it, but whatever. Listen to yourself. You have no empathy at all for mortals. I do, you dumbass. I could drown Coram in the amount of blood you spilled. You stew over the deal I've given you like I'm asking you to do something terrible, but really, you've already killed as many in your time here. Who is the villain, you ask? But you are cold-blooded, and your plan is cruel and calculating. I was merely meting out justice. Meting out justice? Hear me, Necholai. I'm not judging you. I'm merely trying to make this easier on you. I get that you're not judging me, but you're full of shit. This guy's full of shit. You had no qualms ravaging the Staglands already. You need not have any worries doing this one small task for me. I'm no different, just more of the same. Yes, but and think about it. Think about this. You can wash your hands of guilt, for you were forced into this. You're the real victim here, manipulated and forced from your home, constantly near death and starvation. Truly, what other option was there? Are you seriously giving... So his argument is that I'm the bad guy here. You don't get to blame. I get to blame. I'm the dumbass. You're not gonna... Seriously, is that... Holy shit. The game is gonna force me. The game is gonna force me not to die. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna play with it. I'm gonna play with it. Whatever. Truly, what other option was there? Val needs its moon lord. You're a god after all. And what would we do without you? Fine. Have done, Octavian. I give in. Wonderful! I knew we'd see the reason eventually. We are not so different, you and I. Hold a moment and I'll re-link your portal. Very well, I will do as I promised. It will take no less than a fortnight and the city of Coram will be underwater. Truly, this has been a pleasure. I must say farewell though, so many plans to set in motion. I imagine you won't want to show your face again in the Staglands, as I intend to blame Coram's demise on you. So if we don't meet again, know that I am most grateful and will remember you fondly. Goodbye, Necholai. May the moonlight guide your path. Moonlight guide your path. You give a reluctant nod of farewell to your son and prepare to leave the tower. As Octavian and his guards leave the tower, your unbound companions give a cry of hurl themselves at you, so they attack me. Yeah, my companions attack me, but they die soon enough. That's bad. That's bad. Although, yeah, my unbound companions. Oh boy, I think I might have... Ooh, so many spells. What? I didn't notice that. Did I press a key? What's that? Oh, now at the end of the game I learn about this. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Why? How's that? What the hell? I don't even understand any of this, but whatever. Let's cast a fearful light. No, this is bad news. Oh, we're killing them. That's good. Saving final game for the expansion? What expansion? I didn't know there would be an expansion to this game. Oh, that makes sense then.
I finally tracked the Moon Lord to the western coast. My heart sang to see my lord descend alive, though only for a moment, for I could not overcome a feeling of dread as I drew the letter from my coat. I had the brief hope the summons it bore would be dismissed, but I saw intrigue flare in the god's eyes, and I knew they would be answered. I dared not speak against my lord, but I fear there is no good to come of heeding this demand. Only sorrow seems to follow the footsteps of gods that linger on Vol. And now we set sail, east, back to a host I am not eager to see again. My father, Erline, might have been able to persuade the Moon Lord otherwise, but I could not match wills with such a force. I faltered, and to the east we sail.
And that is the end of Serpent in the Staglands as it is right now. The ending was a surprise to me. That was I'm at a loss of words. Oh, the RPG Codex is mentioned in here. Yep, that's a cool place if you're a fan of old school RPGs like this one. That's for sure. Oh man, whew. I don't know what to say about this game. It's been a fun time, that's for sure, and I do like how it's done. I do like the combat. I do like the characters in a way, but the ending left a bit of a sour. Sawyer was what? J.E. Sawyer. What? Okay. So yeah, the ending was a bit of a surprise to me, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it nonetheless. It is a setup for the expansion, so that's probably the reason why it wasn't as free as I would like it to be. But then again, I might have done something wrong during the game that didn't allow me to I don't know, to maybe change the ending of the game. It's interesting that we're sailing east, so who knows? Who knows? I guess I'll have to ask the creators for a little bit of an insight into what their hopes are for the remaining, for the rest of the, for the sequel, I mean. But, well, it's been a fun time. I've really very much enjoyed my time playing this game, and I hope you've enjoyed it as well. I'm gonna let the credits roll, but I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Serpent in the Staglands. Again, I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel for lots of RPG goodness, but above all, above everything else, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye!